folks, and welcome to In the Kitchen with Pete. Today's simple and delicious recipe is ziti, an old Italian favorite recipe. This recipe feeds at least 8 hungry people. You can freeze it, you can cook it the day before. It has lots of similar flavors to lasagna. You're gonna love it. Let's get cooking.
We'll start out by browning 2 pounds of lean ground beef. An option is to cook half of it with Italian sausage. Then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and a half a teaspoon of oregano. Now once that's browned up, you can drain the fat off and we'll set that meat aside. In a pan on medium to high heat, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of butter and 1 teaspoon of olive oil. We'll need 8 sliced cremini mushrooms and a half of a white onion finely diced. Add a half a teaspoon of oregano, a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Our objective here is just to soften them up and cook them till golden brown. And then we'll add 2 large cloves of garlic, finely diced. Garlic cooks very quickly, so a minute or 2 will do it, and you'll be able to smell that beautiful aroma. Then we'll add our mushrooms and our onions to the meat. Now we'll add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 3 cups of tomato sauce or your favorite marinara sauce. Mix well. Give it a taste. If the salt's fine for you, leave it. If not, you can add a little bit at this time. Looks good already. We're going to let it simmer for 10 to 15 minutes, stirring it occasionally. That'll give us time to get our pasta going. You'll need 1 pound of pasta. I'll be using ziti, or penne pasta is also an option. To flavor our pasta, we'll add a tablespoon of salt to the water. Because we still have to bake our ziti, only cook the pasta till it's firm to the bite. Al dente is the correct term. After cooking, drain it and immediately cool it down with some tap water. Pour the pasta into a pot and add a half a cup of tomato sauce and a drizzle of olive oil. This will help the pasta from sticking while we get ready to assemble the ziti. We'll be using an 11 by 15 oven-safe dish that's lightly greased. And then we'll add 1/3 of our meat mixture to the bottom of the pan. Then we're going to be using a 15-ounce container of ricotta cheese, and we'll add 1/3 of that for our first layer. Next, we'll spread out half of our pasta. Now you'll need 1 pound total of some grated cheese. An Italian mix is a good option. So we're going to lay half of that down on top of the pasta and we'll save the other half for later. And then sprinkle a little bit of fresh grated Parmesan cheese on it. Spread another 1/3 of our meat mixture and another 1/3 of our ricotta cheese. You can use a spoon just to kind of flatten it all out over top. Then we'll spread our last half of the pasta on top, and then our last 1/3 of the meat mixture. It's coming together now. We'll spread the last layer of our ricotta cheese, and then give it a sprinkle of fresh Parmesan cheese. Now it's time to get it into the oven. Cover with tin foil and we'll bake it at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, we'll remove it from the oven and get that tin foil off it. And our cheese that's remaining, we're going to spread that over the entire ziti. And our last step, we'll sprinkle a little more fresh Parmesan cheese over top, and then we'll get it back in the oven for 20 minutes. Oh boy, here it comes fresh out of the oven. Take a look at this. Oh, nice and cheesy. I think I'll slice myself up a piece. I think a little garlic toast on the side would be appropriate. Oh my, doesn't that look delicious?
And that, my friends, is ziti. You're gonna love the aroma in your house when you're cooking this. It smells like a fine restaurant. Well, I hope you and your family enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to my videos. I put one out every Monday. Just hit the little red subscribe button and you'll get notified. And I love getting a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Now it's time to try the goods. Oh boy. Look at that, nice and cheesy. Oh. Oh yeah. It's warm, it's comforting, it's delicious. Well, thanks for coming out and watching In the Kitchen with Pete. Until next time, see ya.
Living life the way I do. When I'm easy, baby. Living life the way I do. Well, if you don't love me, baby, please don't pretend.